My first fight, I think, was like a Muay Thai fight. It was at Junior Fighters in New Jersey. It was Muay Thai, and like back. Oh, actually, I lied. It was a boxing match. That was my first fight. It was at Sports Fest here in Allentown, and it was at that point. Training was you run on your own, box 1 day a week on Sunday, and then show up for a fight 6 weeks later. So as a 15-year-old kid, you don't have that discipline to run on your own. I don't have that discipline now. I don't want to run. Like, you know what I mean? So. Needless to say, I got my ass whooped my first boxing match. So, but from then on, like I was one of the only kids at that age that ever boxed, like in my circle of training partners. So I got really good at boxing. So I kind of fell in love with that, and then really got my boxing up. And every like year or so, I'd have like another kickbox. It wasn't like I was always. For some reason, I'd be like, "Hey, you want to fight?" And then I'd see my friends fighting, and I'd be like, "I want to fight now." Like, you know what I mean? Try to keep up. I never wanted to really fall off, where I'd be really left behind with the training. So like I'd get a fight every once in a while, but it was always like mostly stand-up because you're young, you can't do MMA, and there wasn't even an avenue to do that like back then. This is like 2005, 2006. So I'd do like a kickboxing fight or a boxing fight. Like I did Golden Gloves 1 year, did well in that. I made it to regionals in Golden Gloves 1 year. But yeah, I think what made me want to fight is just I was surrounded by fighters, so it was like I don't want to be some bum. You know, I want to be one of the better guys. Like, you know, because the atmosphere is, back when I was training there, like it was, the fighters got all the respect. You know what I mean? Whoever put the name on the back, those were the guys that were like, man, that guy's really good. You know, that guy is something else. So you know, you want to be that guy. You know, so I just wanted to keep up. You know, I wasn't really, you know, I don't know. I always felt I always wanted to be the best guy at my gym. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be the dude holding it down. So that was kind of my motivation. You know, I didn't want to be left behind pretty much. I think my amateur title was a pretty big deal for me. You know, that was a lot of hard work coming together. I won Gracie Nationals at Purple Belt last year. That was a pretty huge deal. That was it's probably like one of the biggest submission only tournaments out there. And I got the chance to. I was actually a blue belt at the time. I wasn't ranked in Jiu-Jitsu. Eddie ranked me as a blue belt like 5 days before the competition. So I was registered as purple belt because I always competed expert out here. And anyway, we fly out to Cali. I tell him before we fly out, you got to change my division to blue. You know, I don't know what the ranks are in jiu-jitsu. So I show up the day of the tournament and my name gets called. I'm in purple belt division. I'm like, oh shit, I got to go against purple belts. These guys are going to be really good. I'm in Cali, I'm somewhere different. And I won. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool, you know what I mean? So, and I won by submission. It was a submission-only tournament, and then Eddie was coaching me the whole time. So, you know, for Eddie to never like really meet me in person and be right there coaching me, that was a pretty big deal for me too, you know. And then training out in Cali, I'm traveling all the world. I was just up at 10th Planet Montreal. I just got my purple belt. That was pretty big. There's a bunch of things, man. Like certain things stick out more than others. Like the school obviously is huge. Like to have the avenue to have my own mat and have people come in and train with, and the people I'm meeting is awesome. And but as far as accomplishments go, I'm looking for a title at I want to win that expert division at NAGA. You know, I want to eventually get it at Grappler's Quest. I want to start going to ADCC trials. I want to make it there. You know what I mean? Maybe win a fight or two there. You know, it takes a while, but I'm young. You know what I mean? So I got more on the horizon yet.